What's going on, family? It's the entertainer, the motivator, the educator, Lucky Murray, and I'm back with another CHH Today. And before I get started, people, I've heard you. I heard the people, and I am going to make an adjustment, okay? I am going to turn my music down, the mic up, so that way you can hear me more clearly. The enough video, people that have watched it, it's a little overwashed because it was late at night. I didn't turn down the music, but it's okay. I want to get into this topic because I think this topic is important. I think that we need to talk about it in Christian hip hop. Asaiah Ziv, formerly known as Kid. If you don't remember this guy, he was signed to Rapzilla's record label. They was Infrared. If I remember correctly, they had a record label back in 2012, 2013, 2014. He was heavily involved in Rapzilla. He's from Las Vegas. They split ways, Infrared and at the time, Asaiah split ways. He was going by Kid at the time, had to change name, and now he no longer is a Christian, nor is he no longer involved in Christian hip hop. I mean, it's self-explanatory because if he's not a Christian, and by the way, I don't know these things, but I'm just seeing the content and also the things that he do put out on the mainstream, as far as what he put out, to not really associate with the Christian faith, nor does he associate with CHH no more. But his rise to fame, really, when he was about 15, 16, 17 years old, was with Christian hip hop. He's a talented producer, talented artist, but haven't really seen the potential that he had when he was with CHH. But we're gonna get into this, man. He put out a tweet the other day, and let me see, it was a day ago, and I'm just swiping through Twitter, just find something to talk about, and this part came up. So Asaiah was like, bruh, I swear I hate CHH so much. Weird blank, sketchy blank, fake blank people. Y'all really ain't slick, weirdos. So the big homie Datin and came in and said, so you're bunching all of us in base on the few weirdos you've met? LOL. Cause I really been in both industries, and you can't tell me there ain't no more weirdos and snakes on the other side, bro. And then, you know, basically just people just chiming in, and then Asaiah came back and said, wait, I'm not done. I seen too much behind the scenes, but I kept my mouth shut because I actually care beyond music, unlike y'all, including your boss. I care about my fans. Y'all scared to be yourself because those CHH checks be looking right. I received death threats over this. Now he called out Bizzle, right? If you don't know who his boss is, Datin is the A&R for God Over Money. Okay, he said those CHH checks be looking right. And again, man, if you're the top tier of CHH, you're killing it right now. But if you're somebody like Lucky Murray or somebody in the trenches, man, when I hired Gazelle said the bag. Anyway, that's another story for another day. Let's get back to this. Datin came back and said, bro, go ahead, air it out. You ain't got nothing on us though. We been A1 out here. How we don't care about our fans, and we really out here with them. Where are you? Laugh a lot, man. Go ahead, little homie. Asaiah came back and said, nah, I'd rather not. I already know you know, and the fans who stick with me know too. I'm not playing your game. And then he came back and said, also, I'm not your little homie. Datin said, first, I don't know what you're talking about, bro. My circle's small. I ain't a fake one in it. Second, I ain't never gave no public cosign to anybody that I know is wildin' behind the scenes. If they wildin', they hiding it. I ain't gotten all-seeing eye. Asaiah said I stay quiet. I ain't saying nothing no more. Your community and personal friends crucified me and my personal friends, praying forgiveness and John gives, and we overcame that negativity cloud your toxic community placed over us. So the thread is really long, and there's one more tweet that I wanted to get out there. Then Datin said, we more active in your city than you so. Strugs. Don't know what you're getting at or trying to say. So the thread is pretty much longer than that. I wanted to cut it short because a lot of it was kind of choppy. It wasn't really one thread, so it was kind of piggybacking off each other. So here's my thing. Here is my thing, people. And that's why Christian hip hop plays so much importance, especially in social issues. Because one, why did Asaiah have to come and attack CHH? Maybe because he's not happy with what he's doing. If you're checking Asaiah, and formerly known as Kid, and you see what he's doing with his career, I think it's kind of, he's doing his thing, but he's not really catching the wave that I believe that he thought he was going to. I think because he's a pretty dope artist, he's pretty abstract, but he still doesn't really fit the mainstream mode at all. That's one thing. Two, he's bunching in John Gibbs and Jay Givens. I think that you should leave those guys out of it because they don't necessarily have anything to do with the personal conversation that you and Datin have. I think that it's also fair for Datin to really stand up and stick up for Christian hip hop, and also the people that he surrounds himself with. Because are there in any industry, are there people who are fakes and frauds? Absolutely. But are there genuine people that are doing a really awesome thing? Yes. I'm putting out an interview Friday about a brother from Oklahoma. He goes by the name of RO3, and what he's doing down there in Oklahoma in his community is amazing. I am convinced that Christian hip hop works, man. It's just the fact that we have to do a better job at reporting the good, the bad, but also edifying what's going on. And I think that if you believe in something so much, you have to stand up for it. Because Datin is one of those guys that are for real, doing it for real. And I think that Asaiah is at a point where he's hurt. I don't think that he's really lashing out at Datin. I think that he's hurt general by maybe the church, maybe the experiences, and he's angry at God. It's nothing to do with Datin, but I think it has everything to do with his personal relationship with Jesus Christ, and also the way that he felt like his career should have been, but it's not. If you put Datin and also Asaiah Ziv on the same playing field as far as their career, I think that Datin has a bigger platform than Asaiah, even though Asaiah does secular music. He doesn't cling on to Christianity, I don't believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, but he's angry. And this is lashing out, and I think that, look, bruh, you don't have to put CHH in there. We're not even talking about you in our community anymore. I felt like you was dope, but I also felt that it was a mistake of you going outside of the quote-unquote secular CHH realm to do your, if you want to do that music, amen, but we're not checking for you anymore. You have another fan base, another community that you're a part of, but when you bash CHH, that's when we bring you in the fold. And I think that we have to pray for Asaiah Ziv, formerly known as Kid, because it seemed like he's going through a whole lot, and I think that I commend Datin for doing this, because at the end of the day, we have to stand up for something. If you don't stand up for something, you'll fall for anything. So let me know what you think about this Twitter situation. Do you think Datin was wrong by jumping in and defending Christian hip hop? Let me know in the comment section below. Do you think Asaiah Ziv, do you think that he was right by publicly putting out CHH? Let me know. Do you care? Yes or no? If you like this video, hit it with a thumbs up. If you don't like this video, please hit it with a thumbs down. Let me know why. I'm a big boy, I can take it. So before I go, if you haven't heard, yes indeed, the Christian hip hop remix, please go down to the description below. It's there. Also my podcast. Follow that thing, man, because every Friday I'm dropping gems, man. So follow that. So again, it has been the entertainer, the motivator, the educator, and please don't forget all three. 1, 2, 3. Lucky Murray, and I'm back with another CHHTODAY. And Datin, bruh, the big homie, I salute you, man. Keep fighting for Christian hip hop. Asaiah Ziv, I'm be praying for you, and I think that anybody that's watching this video, we need to pray for Asaiah Ziv, because, hey, you can have your feelings, but don't get mad when somebody else put out their opinion as well. Until next time, people.